I'm gonna wrap up with a miracle story. So I've had a number of miracles occur working with clients, whether I've done a reading for them and they listen to my advice and the situation takes this hugely great turn. But this one in particular kind of blew me away a little bit. So I was at a psychic fair, and and so at this event, people were doing just 15-minute readings, and so every 15 minutes I had a different person in my chair. And so this woman comes and she sits down and she's like, well, I really don't want a reading. She goes, I have this tooth issue going on, like it's infected, and I have to go back to the dentist on Thursday. So this was a Saturday. I have to go back to the dentist on Thursday. And if there isn't any kind of healing happening, they're going to want to do surgery on it. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like poking around mentally in her mouth, and I'm doing this and this, so basically I was like taking antibiotics. So I'm doing all of this in my head, taking antibiotics and cleaning out the tissue of the gum because it was really infected and had a lot of pus, which was disgusting even in my mind, even though I didn't like physically see it. And I put this healing gel on it, and then I like sutured it up because it was open, the wound was open, and I mentally sutured it up and sealed it up and grounded it and did all this stuff to it. Mind you, again, in 15 minutes. Session ends, see ya. When you do this kind of work, you don't often get a lot of feedback, which is one of the reasons why I love when you guys give me feedback to the readings that I do for you. And so, I don't know, it's a few weeks later and I get a call from this woman and she says, yeah, I want to book an appointment. And I'm like, great. And so I don't remember if I asked her how she heard of me or found me, but she tells me this story. She goes, well, you worked on my sister at that psychic fair a few weeks ago that had the tooth issue. And I'm like, oh, okay, I remember her. She goes, she didn't contact you? And no, she didn't contact me. She goes, I go, why? What happened? She goes, oh my God. It's like she went home and that night the tooth and her sinuses just started draining and draining and draining. And she was up all night because of all this drainage that was happening. And I don't know how long that went on, but she went to the dentist that Thursday on schedule, and not only had the hole, I think she had a tooth pulled, and that's where the issue had come from. Not only had it healed, but bone had started growing in to the hole where the tooth had come from. And so both she and her sister were both shocked.